This coming celestial alignment, we have an opportunity to plant a very powerful seed. And that is the seed that is true inside of ourselves that can help give our collective courage, strength, encouragement to speak their truth, to stand in their truth. Because if we all do that, even if only half of us do that, right? If only half of us do that, or even whatever percentage does that, we are liberating others to speak their truth as well. We are allowing, getting that pressure off so people can stand in their truth. And if we're all standing in our truth, we cannot be bombarded, we cannot be controlled with these systems that are imposing themselves. Okay. Now, the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, it was a tumultuous time. It was a tumultuous time here on this planet. It was the time of the American Revolution. This is when we fought for our independence from Great Britain. This is also the time of the French Revolution. Okay. This is also the time when Uranus, the current ruler of Aquarius, was discovered. Okay, so it gives this, this is the first time that Pluto goes into Aquarius with us having Uranus energy in our awareness on a deep subconscious level, but also on a conscious level. Yes, it was back in the 1700s. That was the last time. I think it was 1740 something was the last time that Pluto was in Aquarius. So this time of Pluto coming into Aquarius, especially now, this is the first time that Uranus is now in the collective awareness as a planet, but then also those subcurrents of the energy that planet holds. This is more powerful than what it was before. This transition is way more powerful than it was before. And it's also compounded in its impact because of the new moon and equinox alignment. Okay, so when you have moon phases and you have alignments like this, these alignments are windows. It's not just one day, it's a window of opportunity. So there's an entire week window open here for us to plant our seeds. So technically you might say, oh, the equinox was on the 21st and the new moon was, a couple days before that, or was it the day after that? And then this one is today. So it doesn't matter. This is all happening within the same window, which means you have these seeds that you plant are going to be impacting on not just the solar cycle, but also the lunar cycles and also the Plutonian cycles. Okay. And the Plutonian cycle is going for 20 until 2043. Okay, so it's going to be for a couple decades. This lunar cycle is also going to be for the entire lunar cycle for the year, because what happens is that after this new moon, we have nodal points that get hit by Mars that actuate this energy again, that activates this energy. And then of course you have the equinox, which is the solar cycle. So you have the fire, the sun, the star, you have the reflective, the waters, the moon, okay? And then you have the underworlds. So you have 3 layers of our reality in perfect alignment to receive the seeds that we plant, okay? So this is very significant. And this is why I'm talking about this piece about the truth. Because we just ended a cycle where people were not standing in their truth, and it resulted in a catastrophe. Okay, it resulted in a catastrophe. And I'm talking about the La Cucaracha, the Jibbity Jabs, the Super Sads, if you know what I mean. Okay. And then we also have this whole, many people losing their livelihoods, many people, families are fractured, communities are fractured. Okay, I was just in a community of people who really, really, really have a desire to be in solidarity, but there was a pink elephant in the room that separated some people from others. Okay, And it took a lot of strength to be willing to say something about it. Okay? Because no one really wanted to say something about it. I had to say something about it. But I did this in a way where I prepared the leadership to let them know that if they weren't going to address it, I was. So I didn't just like come in with a, with a wily coyote into the mix. I let leadership know, say, hey, listen, this is a problem. I really would like this addressed. And so I waited a couple days for it to get addressed. It didn't. And so I addressed it when the time was important to do so. So the seeds, these seeds are essential. It's a part of us stepping into our way showership, but it's also part of us stepping into our duty to dream this world into being. We don't plant seeds according to our ego driver. We plant seeds from our heart, our spirit. What is our spirit calling for? And the reason why we do this from our spirit is because our ego driver is conditioned over many generations with trauma-based mind control. Trauma-based mind control. I'm talking way beyond Mockingbird. Okay, Mockingbird was just the official announcement, admission of our government doing mind control experiments. But this has been going on for thousands of years, folks. Terror is a form of trauma. Vlad the Conqueror is a great example. He's infamous for the level of terror that he can inflict on a population. He traumatized populations to such a degree where just the sound of his name or just the idea that he was coming to some place would immediately freeze people into compliance. So this has been going on for a long time, and it's been inherited. Now is the time for us to start planting seeds to grow through that. So we can, if you think about trauma being something bored in, if you think about trauma as energy that gets bored into the body and it stays there until it gets released, think of it as maybe concrete being poured into the empty spaces of your body. And these seeds that we plant are dandelions that have the power to crack through this concrete. Okay. You guys have seen this. The slightest little tiny crack in some asphalt or concrete, plants will pop right up. Because really, the plant kingdom, Mother Nature, is unstoppable. We can destroy ecosystems, but a new ecosystem will come back. Pachamama, Mother Nature, is unstoppable force. So we plant these seeds in alignment with that. These seeds are fertilized and grown with unstoppable force.